Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have another episode in our Spoiler Spotlight series in which I talk about, well, spoilers and tell you what my thoughts are on them. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me. And today we're going to be talking about the 9th Doctor. For 1 colorless, 1 white, and 1 red, it's a legendary creature, Time Lord Doctor 2/4 with haste and into the TARDIS. Whenever the 9th Doctor becomes untapped during your untap step, you get an additional upkeep step after this step. So, this card is sweet. If you're anything like me, you have always loved effects such as Paradox Haze or Sphinx of the Second Sun. So having another way to get extra upkeep steps is always really sweet. Obviously, it's going to be at its best in any deck that is looking to abuse upkeep effects. And there's a lot of effects to trigger on the upkeep in this game, seeing as that's the main reason for that step even existing. It's been designed to be included in a suspend kind of deck, which is where it's going to be probably at its best, but that's not the only kind of effect that triggers on upkeep. There are so many creatures that have those kind of effects, and this is going to be solid in any deck that is trying to repeatedly trigger them. It's going to be particularly good if you put it in a deck where your commander has an upkeep trigger as part of the 99, since those kind of triggers tend to be quite powerful. Other than that, this is a 2/4 with haste for 3 mana. That's a pretty solid stat line, and that's what I think makes it a lot better than it might initially seem, because obviously you have to have this survive and untap during your next turn for this to really do anything. So having a decent toughness is kind of important, and that should mean that it survives more likely than not. It also works very well with effects that can tap it for multiple reasons. So we're talking about stuff like Springleaf Drum, like Relic of Legends. It's obviously very good with vehicles, so it works very well with the TARDIS itself. It's fantastic with that card, so I expect to see both of those in any deck that is really running this guy, because being able to tap him without going to combat just makes it so much more likely that he'll survive, giving you that sweet extra upkeep step. As a commander, he might even be interesting as well, because if you have him as a commander, you can just really go to town building around this effect by having a bunch of different ways to tap him to get value, and then have all these big upkeep abilities that are going to trigger twice, which is going to make him so much more powerful than if he's just part of the cog in the 99 that is basically allowing you to remove 1 more time counter from your stuff. So I think he does have potential as an actual build around commander, and coming down for 3 mana only is really strong as a commander, because it means it's cheap to recast him if he does end up dying, and 4 toughness on turn 3 means that he is going to be winning most fights early on. In any case, I'm just excited that we get another bit of redundancy for this kind of effect, because it's an effect that we don't really have many versions of so far in the game. As far as I know, there's only the 2 that I mentioned earlier, and it's great to see Wizards kind of giving us more tools to mess around with, even if those tools are a little bit narrow, because they can only be included in decks that include the Izzet color identity. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think about this card? Please let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care. Woo!